Hello everyone and welcome to the Twin Flame reading for the week of the 11th of June up to the 17th of June. I have drawn two piles over here, and the first is for the Divine Feminine, the second is for the Divine Masculine. So without further ado, let's see what these two are up to this week and what messages your Twin Flame has for you this week. So for all my beautiful Divine Feminines, I have drawn the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hints and soul tribe. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And number 13 of the Major Arcana, Death. And the Death card has been coming up a lot in, I think, the last three readings. It has successively come up either in the Divine Feminine or the Divine Masculine. And yet again this week brings with it a lot of transformation. However, this week I feel like it is much deeper. It is, if you will, bone deep. Like you have the skeleton over here, we have like this bone deep level of healing of wounds and the places in which us Divine Feminines are very vulnerable and wounded. And particularly I'm getting like the feeling of this being particular to love wounds. So any previous relationships you might have had with any previous like partners, this is what I'm getting at. Like we are really purging here. We're really releasing unhealthy attachments, purging all belongings of exes, purging all the baggage, and we take a look really deeply into our lives right now and we're like, okay, in romance here is what I will and I will not accept, and I will only have the good stuff and the rest can like get the hell out of my life. And, you know, it is perfectly safe to say no to any unhealthy patterns, like, for example, toxic behavior, abuse, and, you know, you deserve to have boundaries and you deserve to enforce your boundaries and respect those boundaries. And, yeah, you deserve a love life that you really love. So the other things that I'm getting for the Divine Feminine this week is, you know, the Great Gathering. You've got all these, like, people that are gathered and, it's about you not closing yourself off and not isolating yourself, because, dear ones, it is very important to have support on your twin flame journey and in general in life, because we do not do life alone and we were never meant to do life alone. And every person that enters your life, whether, you know, you feel like they hurt you or they're like the best thing ever, right? And even with your twin flame, well, let's talk about non-twin flames for a moment, because every single person that enters our life is here to give us a blessing, essentially. And even if the relationship was really hurtful, this is the Divine's way of shaping you into, you know, a more loving version of yourself. Where you experience pain, it is showing you where you need to love yourself and where you need to find peace. So it's always an indicator for you to deepen into your relationship with yourself, deepen into love, and deepen into your peace. So every relationship that you had so far, none of it was a waste. And everything prepares you for your twin flame. Of course, the people that come into our lives, most of them do not stay, like they come and go. But this is not true with your twin flame. And this is why the twin flame relationship is so special. Because you and your twin flame are meant to walk the path to ascension hand to hand forever. And never separate. So yeah, the message I'm getting from the Great Gathering card is that do not isolate yourself, do not close yourself off. It might feel like it is painful to connect, and believe me, I totally get you. I've been there. This has been something I've been healing through for weeks and weeks on end, and it seems like it's this great big black hole and it never ends. But yeah, like I'm here to tell you that it does end, and you do find light at the end of what seems like the tunnel. And yes, it might seem painful. Yes, it might seem like you don't want to look at it. And it's such a deep fear. However, this journey is not about giving up and hoping that it happens one day. This is about you being proactive, you claiming your power. And you have the power to love yourself right now, no matter what is going on, no matter the circumstances. Your peace is something that can never leave you. The only way for your peace to leave you is for you to choose not to be in your peace. And yeah, there's nothing that can happen outside of you that can take your peace away from you. And if you don't believe it, just take a moment to meditate on that statement. Like, your peace always stays with you. Your love always stays with you. And it's from this state of peace and love that you manifest your true twin flame in harmonious union. It's not from trying to get him outside of yourself. It's not from panicking or worrying when he's coming home. It's by coming home to yourself and feeling this deep peace and knowing that you have an ultimate lover, you have your twin flame, and He is yours forever. And this part of your life is taken care of by the divine because the divine loves you so much. And yeah, I think this is the perfect transition into like the romance angel card, the stay optimistic about your love life, because yes, it is happening. Just keep the faith strong. It's, you know, like I'll say, because, you know, I'm an honest reader. I do not sugarcoat things at all. I don't like that. Yeah, you're a divine child of God, dear one. And like, you can use whatever word you want. You can use source, you can use the universe, but yeah, you're a divine creation. And it doesn't serve you to be moping and staying in your upset and stewing in your upset and giving your power away of, you know, I'll be happy when my divine masculine comes home or when he texts me, or just release all that. You can be happy with yourself right now. You can romance yourself right now. And in fact, if you're not happy with yourself right now, your twin flame is not going to make you happy, dear one. It's actually going to amplify whatever is in your consciousness. So if you feel uncomfortable being with yourself, your twin flame's presence is only going to amplify the uncomfortable feeling, because he is not separate from you in any way. You are one at the core. So yeah, just keep loving yourself there, whatever comes up and whatever challenge is here. It's not here to discourage you or to tell you not to have what you want. Every challenge is here to teach you love. So, you know, abandonment is here to teach you not to abandon yourself, to be present with yourself, to commit to yourself, for example. It's not here for you to abandon yourself. That's how you stay stuck in those cycles. And, you know, chances are if you're here, you want to transcend those patterns and you want to be with your own true love instead of, you know, waiting for it to happen someday. And, you know, we're all about being proactive on this channel. We're all about, you know, just grabbing life by the horns and being like, you know what, I'm doing this, I'm claiming this. This is for me too. And we're all about confidence. So, you know, Divine Feminine this week, don't be afraid to claim your confidence. Surround yourself with a support network. And if you feel like you don't have anybody to talk about this journey, or like your friends don't understand you, your family doesn't understand you, well, we would be really happy to welcome you in my community. It's Twin Flames Universe. I have the link for the Facebook group below. So yeah, the open forum is a wonderful place. There you can just talk about your journey, what you're going through, and you will find great support there. Because yeah, they know what they're talking about here, pretty much. And yeah, this is a really empowering place to be, a really loving place to be. So if that's something you would like, if that's some support that you would like to have in your life, I would highly recommend that. And also, it's truly important to surround yourself with supportive people, because that helps you stay optimistic on your journey. Because, dear ones, there's a lot of people perpetuating separation consciousness on this journey, and this will never get you results. It will always have you stuck in this cycle, and it doesn't help you stay optimistic. But being surrounded by people who are grounded in love, who are really grounded in peace, this helps you stay optimistic and realize that you're not doing anything wrong. Like, it's not like you need to wait to be happy, or yeah, just get outside of yourself to be happy. You know, your community helps you to see that all you need is yourself. All you need is to be happy. All you need is to claim your peace right now and be with the divine right now. And this is how you manifest all those blessings in your life. And it's for about so much more than your twin flame. It's also your abundance in health, in money, in love, also like your friendships. Every single area of your life benefits from your self-love. So, you know, Divine Feminines, really don't be afraid of claiming that peace within you right now. Another thing I would like to say about, you know, okay, first the Great Gathering card, intuitive hints. Trust your intuition, dear Divine Feminine. You know, your heart's feelings are not there just because or randomly placed there. They're there for a reason. So really trust the feeling of peace inside of you. If there's something that doesn't feel good, really examine why something doesn't feel good. Your feelings are your guides, and it is safe to trust them. It is safe to listen to them. Of course, you don't want to listen to the upset feeling, because that's the ego's guidance, and you don't have to, yeah, you really don't have to make a decision, I'm sorry, from an emotional high or an emotional low. It's safe to wait and make your decision from a grounded place of peace. But it's always safe to take a look at those emotions. And if they're emotions like of the ego that are telling you, oh, you're not lovable, or you will never have your twin flame, it's safe to tell them to fuck off. just tell them to fuck off. Like, this is not true. You're lovable. You deserve your twin flame. You deserve your happiness, and you deserve to have it right now. And the other message I'm getting from the Death card is it's also safe to take a look at those places within you where you feel really wounded. But this time, you have the tools to overcome the hurt. And healing has to do about walking the path that hurt you again, but this time making the choice to heal and love yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, then I have the mirror exercise linked below. It is an excellent healing tool. You can do it anytime an upset comes up, like at home, at work. It doesn't matter where you're at. You can just, it's really quick, it's really simple, and it's really easy. And the more you do this and you add it to your daily spiritual routine, the easier it gets to deal with your upsets on the twin flame journey, and the faster you move forward. So it's safe to commit to the spiritual practice, and it's safe to commit to loving yourself, because this is what it is about at the core. And the Death card also reminded me of the card I pulled for the Students of Life Purpose class, because I'm co-hosting the discussion group for Sundays. And we were discussing about how things are going on their journey with their twin flame and their life purpose, right? And the card I pulled was, one of the cards I pulled was from the Romance Angels again. And it was about releasing your ex. And yeah, this Death card is just all about just release your ex, release any patterns from previous relationships. Your twin flame is not a soulmate, your twin flame is not a karmic, and it doesn't work with the same rules. And your twin flame truly loves you because they were designed to love you. So you don't have to be afraid of them wounding you again. They're only showing you love in every single part where you need it. So yeah, they're only mirroring to you what parts of you need to be loved right now, and they're actually giving you a blessing with everything that they do. It's not like your soulmate that will regularly abandon you because they were not created to be with you in the first place. So yeah, this is all I have for you this week, Divine Feminines. I really hope you enjoyed this reading and found it insightful. If you want to, stay tuned for the Divine Masculines. Nice to see you, or, you know, see you in the next video. So hello, Divine Masculines. What I have for you this week are the cards. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. That's juicy. And the Four of Wands. So immediately we see that the Divine Masculine this week is called to really get clear on what it is that he desires to do on the twin flame journey. Like, do you want your twin flame or not? Like, it's simple as that. Like, do you want your woman? Go ahead and claim your woman. Make the effort. Just romance her, court her, and of course in a way that feels good, right? Because the Divine is guiding you every single way. Every single step of the way. And you know, in the Answer the Call card, you've got this, what is your soul calling you to do? Like, what is this deep place of love and peace within you is calling you to do? You know, you can make that grand romantic gesture if you feel like it, and if you don't feel like it, and if you feel like being, you know, a little bit more I don't want to say cool about it, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to buy her like 100 roses if you don't feel like it. You could just, you know, text her like, what's up? Like, how are you doing? Send her that funny meme that made you think of her. And this card are here to tell you that yes, it is safe for you to communicate to her how you're feeling. Yes, it is safe for you to open up and share deeper parts of yourself with her, because with your twin flame, you're always meant to share deeply. It's not a surface level relationship. It's not something that is like skin deep and a little bit like this acquaintance you see at work and like, hi, what's up? I'm good. That's it. You know, you're meant to go really deep here. You're meant to build a life together, an empire together, a castle. And you're the king of this castle and she's your queen. So, you know, what is your soul really calling you to do in this situation? Like, if you feel like you have, you would like guidance sometime within this week about what to do about this, and what to do about your journey, then listen to your heart, and you can always ask the Divine for further clarification, for signs maybe. And yeah, just really be present with what your feelings there, what your feelings there are. So of course, it's always a great idea to first heal within whatever emotions you have. You want to take your actions from a place of deep peace instead of an upset or an emotional high, as I mentioned in the reading for the Divine Feminines. However, yes, you need to take some steps towards that. You can't meditate on your mountain all day, every day, and hope that your Divine Feminine knocks on your door. It's just not outside of you, and the Divine will guide you perfectly. Like if it's just, calling her and just asking how her day has been and being really present with her and listening to her, that's it. Just do that. It doesn't matter how small a gesture it might seem. It will be greatly appreciated. And the Four of Wands card is about coming home to yourself. It's about experiencing deep peace and harmony. And I'll share a little secret with you. Through this deep peace and harmony is when you attract your harmonious twin flame union. It's not from a place of upset or from you trying to get the girl outside of yourself, or, just making the grand romantic gesture without any substance behind it. Because your twin flame is designed to read between the lines. The phrase I've stuck in my mind is not swayed by the bullshit, so here you go. Your twin flame is not swayed by the appearances of things. It doesn't matter if you, give her 1,000 roses and knock on her door and just recite love poetry. If you do not feel the deep peace inside of you, and if you have not resolved your upsets that you may be holding against her, then, she's going to sense that. She will feel that. And because that's how twin flames are designed, you're one at the core, and you cannot hide from yourself, so you cannot hide from your Divine Feminine. So really, the way you court her, the way you approach her is from, an authentic place within you. So even if it's just, again, with a phone call example, if it's just you calling her for 5 minutes and being like, yeah, what's up? Talk to me about your day and I'll talk to you about mine. And just, it goes from there. Again, it doesn't have to be this grand romantic gesture, but it has to come from an authentic place. Because as long as it comes from an authentic place, it will always be well received. So, for example, let's say that for some of you, I sense a fight, right? Or not talking. And, trying to reach out to her without first healing the emotions that all this brought you, it will not be received well. And it's because you're not listening to yourself here. So there might be blocking involved, right? But it's only because she's reflecting to you the part of yourself that is not listening to yourself. You're not listening to your soul, as this card is telling me. However, if you do bring yourself to this place of peace by using the mirror exercise, by really healing deeply, then it will always be well received, and it will always be like a celebration, as with the Four of Wands. And also, let's just take a moment to appreciate the order of the cards. First, listen to your soul. What is your soul calling you to do here? Then make the effort, make the move that you feel called and guided to take, and that feels really good and really peaceful. And it will always end in celebration and homecoming and harmony, celebration and joy. The Four of Wands is also about, fours in general, in numerology, are about stability and having a firm foundation. And your twin flame union is the firmest foundation of, every single relationship, pretty much, because this is the one relationship that is meant to be eternal in your spiritual journey. So having a firm foundation and a steady foundation from which you can build this castle, instead of, building on sand and someday there's an earthquake and the entire place crumbles, well, yeah, you can guess which one is better to build a castle on, a firm foundation or just the sand that can just break down any moment. So really, by listening to your heart and healing those feelings is when you build this foundation of peace and joy. And the Four of Wands is also a call for you to really go to what is familiar, but not in the sense of never leaving your comfort zone, but in the sense of perhaps you might feel called to revisit an old childhood hobby or something that feels really good and really familiar to your soul. And also, this is your twin flame, right? She feels very familiar to you on a soul level because she was designed for you and you were designed for each other, and you were created together as one from the beginning of your creation. So essentially, you have never known a single day without your Divine Feminine, without your twin flame being there. It's only a matter of clearing the illusion that she was never there, right? And all separation between twin flames is an illusion. In general, separation is an illusion because we're all the one child of God. And But it's even more true with your twin flame because you share one consciousness. So yeah, it's the one being that you're designed to be with eternally. So she feels familiar to you. She feels really like comfort, like home. So this week, my dear divine masculines, I have this feeling that yes, when you come from a place of peace and you make that move that you've been dying to make for so long, it will end in celebration, it will end in joy. So don't be afraid, just be bold and take the next step. And yeah, this is really like beautiful. The energy of those cards is so gentle, like a really gentle nudge from your divine feminine, I feel, because like the coloration of this card is very feminine and all. Like yes, you can, it's safe to listen to your heart, it's safe to listen to your soul, and it's safe to be with your divine feminine, right? It's safe for you to express your love, express that desire, and it's safe for you to make the effort. And effort doesn't have to feel bad, but you know, as the card says, like, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So you know, you can't just, let's say you want to plant like a rose garden, and we've all seen how beautiful those rose gardens are, but it's not like you just, you know, sit on your butt all day and you think about, oh, how much I would like to have roses in my garden. And, you know, one day you wake up and they're in full bloom and everything looks perfect. You need to go in and maintain it and just plant the seeds and really love those flowers and water them. And yeah, it's the same thing for your harmonious twin flame union. It's the same for your relationship with your divine feminine. There's some stuff that needs to be done. Of course, it's not about what you do on the outside. It's always about it coming from a place of peace. But yes, you will be guided to take steps, and it is safe to take those steps. And really, yeah, you will see how much it will flourish like a beautiful rose garden. Because your union is meant to be like this gorgeous garden, right? And it's a garden that both you and your divine feminine are working on together. So yeah, this is really, really, really peaceful and beautiful. And yeah, I love this reading, how it turned out. So this is all I have for you this week, my dear divine masculines. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more juicy twin flame readings and twin flame content. If you would be interested in some help, extra help in, you know, clearing those blocks that are preventing you from making this move, or perhaps those deep old relationship wounds, I'm a certified ascension coach, and I've been trained to help you heal separation from your twin flame. So feel free to check out the links in the description below, book a reading, book an introductory coaching session with me. And yeah, it is the greatest investment that you could make on your twin flame journey. You know, surrounding yourself with all this support, and yeah, it is really, really valuable, even from my own experience. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.